Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I'm telling you right now, CIVIVI dropped some heat with this new release that just happened. And we're going to start with the heat right here. This is the CIVIVI Incisor 2. Oh my goodness, would you look at it? And all of its incisorness. I mean, this thing is just busy and has parts and pieces, and it is so wicked. This is totally something I would have expected from WeKnife because it just looks so premium. It feels so premium. And yes, it does have the wave feature that is removable right there. Yeah, look at that. We have a removable wave, or you could call it a thumb stud, and it's in the thumb hole. You have multiple ways to deploy this thing. It has a reversible pocket clip. You do have a finger hole, and this is a karambit. Are you ready to see this blade? Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh, mama. Now look at that. Whoo-hoo, that is wicked. This knife is absolutely crispy. And if you don't know what, did I say crispy like that? That was fun. You have a button lock, you have a regular flipper, and it does have the jimping going around, so it always catches your finger and you never miss it. You can reverse flick it, you can open it with your thumb, any way that you prefer to open this knife or to handle it. And if you're not familiar with the wave feature, this catches the side of your pocket. So when you pull it out of your pocket, the knife is automatically open and ready for use. So if you're into self-defense or looking for something self-defense wise, this right here is, I would not want to be on the other end of that hook. And the ergonomics are fantastic. For my large size hand, it fits in there, it locks into place, and wow. But you don't have to just use it for self-defense. Look at this. It fits so well if you're gonna do any kind of fine cutting or utility cuts. Look at this. Look at the jimping. The jimping is so good. CIVIVI and WeKnife always nail the jimping. Look at this. Locks my hand into place. Now my pinky does come out when I go like this, but that right there, oh wow. And it's like, how many people's hands did they measure to get this so right? Look how this ramp right here fits ergonomically so well to my hand. That is fantastic. And you have a generous sharpening choil. So you can sharpen this all you want and never run out of blade. And look at this. You hold up like this, you can do some fine cutting, which I really like to do. I like to do some fine cutting and some precision work. I use my knives for everything. And this is one of those blades that I personally will grab if I'm doing some fine work. Now for your opening methods, look at this. That button is so smooth and it has a good detent. See how it sucks the blade down and the blade stays and doesn't bounce? That is so crispy, so clean. The reverse flick, every day, all day, you can reverse flick this. So this could be a fidgeter on top of being a utility knife or a self-defense knife. I think you have so many options. And I do love that you can take the wave feature off if you don't want it to automatically open when you take it out of your pocket. That's a feature that a lot of people like, some don't, but they gave you the option to take it off. I like that they let you remove it if you want to, but it works so well. It is super smooth. The action is fantastic. It is drop shutty. It has a nice solid lockup. Now I have no play up or down, left or right, laterally. I have no play at all. The lockup's good. It is super clean. You can see that these are handles. They're not scales. And is it centered? Yeah. And of course, you don't have to just get this version. You can also get the red or the blue or the black. And this is not titanium. This is aluminum. That is why this is so super lightweight. You would never guess from looking at this knife that it only weighs 3.5 ounces. That is very, very impressive. I'll have links in the description and in the video comments, the comments down below, where you can let me know what you think about this style knife. But before you do that, let's check out the next one. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe all the versions of that knife I just showed you run around 119, but this is the CIVIVI Gordo. Would you look at it and all of its chunkiness? Now, if you like a short, if you like a short squatty knife, this would be a good fifth pocket knife. And look at that. Oh yeah, a little bit of texture vision going, and a single hole in the middle just to break up the monotony, I'm guessing. Where do you see this blade? Pow! Oh, right in the kisser. Oh, yeah. Now, you talk about a budget everyday carry. I'm very impressed that you can get a new CIVIVI knife. I mean, a brand new CIVIVI knife. It has D2 steel, and you can also get the Damascus blade, and they have the black or the OD green, or you can get the fancy version with the Gaborsha wood. For these are like $52 and change. Now you're really talking when CIVIVI can get their knives back down into the 50 range. It is D2, but they have good D2 steel. This has perfect jimps up on the jimper tab. The jimper tab. Here we go again. The jimper tab. The jimper tab works absolutely great, and it's drop shutty. Look at this. Drop shut action. It has, you can use the thumb studs or you can use the flipper. And I love this. Look at this. Even though it's short and squatty, and you know, my hand is 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger. Oh, and I hope you're having a great day, by the way. It's 7.25, and it fits in my left finger, the finger over here on this side. It comes and hits this little ramp right here, so I am able to get a full purchase on this knife. If you had extra large hands, this might be a little small, but you can choke up on this choil up front. And when you do that, you can also go like this. Now you got to watch the heel because your finger's going to be right by the heel. So I wouldn't do this grip, but if you want to do some lighter cutting, you could do this right here for a little bit of push cuts. But check this out. If you want to do some utility cutting, I love when they do things to the blade that fits your hand. You can tell that they tried it, then they tried it again to see how it was going to fit. And this fits the hand very nicely. And do you have a guess of how much this little chunker weighs? Huh? Go ahead. Take a guess before I tell you. It weighs less than 3 ounces, 2.95 ounces. That's all it is for this little fifth pocket knife. It's 6.32 inches overall and has a 2.5-inch cutting blade. So if you live in an area that has cutting blade or blade restrictions, I think this is probably going to have you covered if you have to have a blade that's like under 3 inches. But it's great. The action's good. The ergos are good. It has a good deep carry pocket clip inset into the liners with flat screws. My only complaint would be that it is not a reversible clip. I'm kind of surprised by that, but I'm guessing after all of these knives I've checked out that must cost just a little bit more and must raise the cost. And I want to know, what's your opinion? Are you a lefty? Do you carry knives in your left hand? What's your opinion on a knife coming out without left hand carry? It's not to say you can't use it with your left hand. It's just that the safest way to carry a liner lock is with the blade facing the seam of your pants. But have a wonderful day. I want you to go watch this video because you're really going to enjoy that. And until I see you in the live streams or at the Hive stream on Friday nights or the chats, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.